Who are you? It has been a while, folks. And when I say it's been a while, it's probably been a good few months, I think, hasn't it, since I've released that last video. But thank you for joining me on today's video. Do you know what? I thought I'd better get my ass in gear. Let's start making a video. And there was a reason for that. Now, apologies if it's a little bit dark. The reason I thought I'd better make a video. I was at a trade show with work, and completely down south. It was well out the way. It was about 3.5 hours away. There was two guys that introduced themselves, and out of nowhere they said, you need to start making videos again. And basically I was recognised twice on the same day, which was a little bit weird considering I haven't uploaded for a while. And that really got me thinking, I need to get back in the saddle and I need to start making videos again. So today's trip is local. Today's trip is going to see us going to Brow Farm, where we've been before, and there's a couple of us going. Since the last video, actually, there's been quite a few upgrades to the van, which I want to show you guys because it's changed quite dramatically in areas. Clothes, quite important. This little monster, very important. That badass, a lot more important. Right, before we set off, I've just been told I've got to go outdoors. I haven't forgotten anything. Adam T has forgot his kettle, and he's forgot a saucepan, and he's probably forgotten everything else to go with it. So let's go outdoors. Let's go and try and find a kettle for him. Ah, there you go. There you go, Tezza, you gimp. I think that'll do him, won't it? Cheap little kettle, £6. Yeah. Don't even have a plan today, don't even know what's happening, but we're going out for an overnighter, and I want to show you a couple of things that I've done to this van, which a lot has happened since we last seen each other. So yeah, without further ado, let's get there. So if ever you decide to come to Brow Farm, which is where we're going, 10 minutes walk, you've got this place, which is the Bridges pub. Couldn't really see much there, but I think we might be heading down there later to have something to drink, which I'll show you a little bit more. It's a beautiful place, proper little hikers outlet, and it does all guest ales as well. But the last slog of this drive is you've got to contend with this narrow road, which goes on for about a mile. There are pull-ins, as you can see, that car there, but the car back there, 0 F's given, mate. Just drive, park wherever you want. But yeah, so this campsite we're going to, I was looking on their Facebook page the other, probably last week it was, when we had some really bad weather, and the little stream that flows at the bottom of it, oh, here we go, this is what I mean. Yeah, you're welcome, mate, no bother. But there's a little stream just here, and it goes to the bottom of the campsite. It's a lovely little stream for kids to play in if you ever take them there, which me and the lads have done before. And I'm just a bit worried about the main campsite itself. As I said earlier, we might end up going in the what they class as the events pitch. But yeah, let's see how we get on. But yeah, the video they put on, it was overflowed massively. But here's a little bit more of the road here coming up into the campsite. You see, you meet another van, car, you're pretty shafted, to be honest, but 9 times out of 10 normally you're all right. It's quite a quiet road. But yeah, let's get to the campsite and see what it's like. So when you come down hither, you'll see campsite entrance and also the fueling station as well, which is the burger bar that they have, but unfortunately it's closed for the summer now. Lovely little pond, and you get free Wi-Fi here as well, which is awesome. But oh, there's a few here. Now this is where I worry about getting stuck. Right, let's see if we can find a pitch. If not, Yeah, we're gonna have to go in the events field, but let's see what it's like underfoot, I think. Right, doesn't appear too bad, I must say, but I'm gonna go and check out the events field, see if that's quiet, and if it is, I'm just gonna park in there because it's hard standing in there. And so this is it then. This is the events field which we are in. Yeah, I haven't bothered going on the grass. So in summer and all that, it's lovely. I mean, there's electric hookup over the far side here where that dude is and his caravan. For me though, I've just stayed on the hard standing. So I don't want to be getting caught out. I don't want to be getting towed off in the morning. You just want to get your shit together, get yourself packed up and gone. So I hope that man manages to get off when he goes. But yeah, this is the events field here. And it's accessed just from the road there, as you guys saw. So first thing for me to do now is to go and make a brew. And I want to show you guys something, because it was probably, and I have been meaning to answer it, and I said to the guy, look, I'll just make a video on it at some point. But I had this question probably, yeah, a couple of months ago. So he wants to know, basically, for those of you that are regular to the channel, you'll know, but he just wants to know, well, for those of you that know and been with the channel for a while, you will know how I do it. So for this man here, I just want to show you quickly how I do that. So as you guys know, I carry this monster around with me, which is the Bluetti AC200 Max. But I just want to introduce you to the son, or the daughter, which is the Bluetti AC70. It looks absolutely fantastic compared to its predecessor. The new digital display screen certainly for me makes it an easier experience in terms of looking at the numbers, the outputs from the DC and the AC, and then also you've got your AC side of it as well. Just on the right here you can see input and output. For me, the reason why I opted for the little baby one is because the solar panels I got with the AC200 Max, which you've seen in previous videos, actually do fit this one as well. So you know, I've got two 350 watt solar panels. Well, only one 350 watt solar panel fits the AC70. It's quite loaded with features, to be honest. Pretty much the same as the Big Daddy. You've got two USBs, two Type-Cs. You've got your normal 12 volt socket there. And also you've got your DC input there, which is for your solar panels or your in-car charger. Also comes loaded with two of your 230, 240 outlet 3-pin plugs as well. And it is built awesomely. And it is built in pretty much the same manner as the AC200. As you can see though, the two USB-Cs, they are 100 watts, so they're a fast charging port. I haven't charged it at all. I've only left it on 50% because I just really want to give you guys an idea. I'm about to make a brew. Or more so, just give the gentleman an idea that was asking, how much of a percentage would it take? Obviously I've done numerous videos in the past where it'll only take 2 or 3% off this, but I just want to show him what it's like and how much it takes just for 1 cup to take off that percentage there. It is a 768 watt hour unit with a 1000 watt inverter, I believe. Yes, it is a 1000 watt inverter. I am right there. I'm just trying to remember from when I was trying to recite all the facts off the website. But yes, it is a 1000 watt inverter. When it means 768 watt hours, what that physically means, or theoretically means, is you could power an appliance that has 768 watts for 1 hour. And with the kettle only being around 550, 600 watts, I could probably go a little bit longer. It could probably boil that kettle for about an hour and 10 minutes, hour and 15 minutes flat out, constantly, which obviously you're not going to do. But that's just to sort of gauge an input for you guys into the watt hours and watts and what it means for how long, etc. So now that the kettle's boiled, let's take a quick look to see how much percentage it is used. So there you go, it's used 7%. So work out how many times 7 goes into 100 when that's fully charged, and that'll give you an idea then of how many brews you can make with it. But yeah, probably a bit of a long-winded way around it, but in answer to your question, these are what I use. You've also got in here as well your, well, it's a 3-pin, like a kettle lead. You put your kettle lead in there and that'll just either quick charge it for you or just charge it for you. But there we go, the Bluetti AC70 portable power station. I'll leave a link in the description for that product. So I just want to show you guys a couple of these upgrades that I have done to the van, which you may not have seen due to the period of time that I have not been uploading. But I first off want to start you with these sexy looking things. These are my seat covers. I mean, how nice do they look? They're a tight fit, and I'll tell you what, they were bloody horrendous. Another thing that we did, that we fitted, was this swivel base for the double seat. Yes, it's tight. Very easy job to do, actually. It was a lot easier than the one in the Vivaro that I fitted. But yeah, that opens up the living quarters quite a lot, funnily enough. And it gives 2 additional seats within the living quarters, as I call it. And yeah, it's a lot more easier when there's more than just me in here, to be honest. But when it's just me in here, it will remain as it is. The next one, if you look at the, well, if you look at the window trims, actually, we've got the A-pillar, that side, and then also the window frame. So that are the blinds. So I've got the blinds there that just go across the window. I've got the ones that join in the centre, and obviously one for the driver's side. I'm going to show you shortly something, and I'm going to need your help on it. Some of you that may have a Citroen Relay Ducato Boxer, I might need your help on it, because I've got an issue with this, and I have to take the reverse camera off to close it fully. Another thing I've done is I bought some vinyl wrap in the shape of, or in the colour scheme of, should I say, my kitchen top. So that is slate, natural slate, I think they call it. Another thing I've also done, excuse up here, I've had to take the old hinges off because they were shocking, but I've bought these little beauties. They're soft close as well, but, well, not really soft close as such. I've also got these gas struts on, and I've also got some 45 kilogram pull magnets both sides. So I've done that to this cupboard. It's massive, this cupboard, absolutely love it. And I've also done the same with this cupboard as well. My only problem is, you can see I've had those shitty hinges on, which I've had to take off, and I do need to rub down, fill it and paint, because this has only recently been done. Fitted the same again across there. Got the gas struts on as well, and that shuts and stays open properly now. This vinyl, though, I must admit, is not the greatest, because if you look, you can still see some like little bits there. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to get some more wood, same colour from this, from the company who I bought the kitchen from, and just redo. And I think that's going to be the best option. Another thing I've done, in fact, I've only done this last week, actually, so I fitted these curtains. They were shit. I say they're shit. They are good. The reason they're shit, I got them from that company there. If you can see it, Shore Vans. Well, the curtains all around are absolutely spiffingly lovely, nice, etc. But these, they've given me the exact same. So the one this side is exactly the same as this, and it's shit. So I got in touch with Shore Vans, and they sent me another set, and it's exactly the same side as well. So I have no idea what's gone on there. So they give me my money back and said I didn't need to keep them, so I've just adapted them and somehow and made them fit. But yeah, I'll show you later on when I actually do shut them. And so let's check out some of these upgrades I've done on this van. Yeah, so as you can see, I've been quite a busy boy. We fitted the Fiamma F80S 3.7 metre awning. We've also put some graphics on it, and also I've fitted this little front bonnet spoiler here, which to me looks a bit badass, but the main purpose of it really was there's there's a few little stone chips down here, and I just wanted to stop the stone sort of chipping the bonnet, so that was the main idea of putting this on. I've put some 3D gel number plates on the front here, legal obviously. Stickers on the back there, which funnily enough I did them. And then coming round onto the driver's side, we've pretty much just got the vinyl anyway, same as the other side. So yeah, it's all been transformed. It looks totally different to just being a white van. I want to show you these quick as well. These, in my opinion, are just shit. I mean, don't get me wrong, they work, but the material, it's just like paper. Yeah, I was disappointed with them when they arrived, but the problem is it a problem? They're shit, but you can't be without them. They're shit, but they're good. Does that even make sense? They're shit, but they're good. Hello, Wagwan. Hear me now. Let's sort him out now.
Oh,
your kettle, mate. Your kettle, which Izzy actually found for you in Go Outdoors, which you'll see later on in the video. You've seen Adam T turn up, and look who else has just managed to arrive and drive, as we call it. It's Taffs Destination. There we go. So, Christ, when was the last time I saw you, Taff?
Christmas.
It was. In fact, the last time I saw Taff was Christmas when we came here for our little camp out.
Supposed to have been Vanfest, Shrewsbury, but there are problems with the old girl, and yeah.
Oh yeah, these guys know the amount of issues I've had with that. But yeah, the last time was the annual Christmas camp that we have. That was the last time here. But I've come to Taff's saviour. What was the matter with your battery? What was it doing?
It's only 100 amp hours battery, and that's it. So I can only try use it to about 55% of its life.
Lead acid, it must be then.
It is lead acid. Yeah. So, and coming winter with all, I put extra lights in and my diesel heater, it's not going to cope. No. So luckily, I've come to Taff's rescue, and I've managed to secure him a 200 amp hour lithium battery, which is in there, and this is kindly sent from the guys at Go Kilowatt. I believe it's kilowatt hour, KWH. I believe that's what it is, but Go KWH, these guys were sending enough to send me the battery. So what we'll do, we'll just have a quick look around it, and then we'll we're actually going to try and attempt to get it installed, aren't we? We're going to see what we can do off grid, no tools. I've got a pair of mole grips, and I believe you can do any job with a pair of mole grips. That's a lie, by the way. But we're going to try and get it installed here, and Taff may have to get himself a battery charge. No, you've got a split charge, haven't you? Yep.
So we'll be able to start it up and just let it do its thing, won't it?
Oh, yeah.
Right, let's get it out. Let's have a look, and let's run through some specs to make sure he's going to be happy with it.
I'm going to be happy.
So here's the battery then. 200 amp hours. I believe it's around the 2,500 watt hour capacity, so that's going to give Taff plenty of opportunity to go, well, especially now you're living in your van full time. That'll it'll come in handy as hell, that will. So it has Bluetooth capability as well. So what I'll do is I'll just chuck on screen now a couple of specs running from this battery. You'll see that the Bluetooth, it's for Apple and also for Android also, and I believe that's just a case then of checking how much capacity or in a percentage is left within the battery. And also with an advanced battery management system as well, it's going to give Taff at least 4,000 life cycles, which, to be honest, to give you guys an idea, that big AC200 Max that I've got in there, that's only done 3 life cycles at the moment, and I've had that well over a year, probably even 2 years now. So that is going to sort Taff out big time. The only thing we've got to try and do is pop it in there. So we're going to have to just disconnect earth live. My only concern is he's got the earth wire here and the live wire the other side, whereas on this battery you can see that they're on the same side. But just looking, I think we might be able to have the terminals this side, and I think that live might just stretch over, which I'm hoping anyway. So if you live on a boat, if you're full-time van life, we all know now that lithium is the way to go. Lead acid, we've said it previously on some of the other videos that I've done, you can't really drain them past the 50 to 40% capacity that they hold, because that's when it starts causing havoc with the lead plates, or the plates within the lead acid battery. But with a lithium, you can actually run them down to 0. The reason he is late is because he had to wait for Amazon, because I had the same issue with my lithium battery. I had to order those, and they're just little screw caps to go on here. So if we have a look in quick, we can see that he's got the clamps that go on his battery there. At least by the time we've got those on, he'll be able to do the same on his battery. So I think what we're going to do now, and this is going to be quite interesting, I think I might let Taff do all the hard graft, but we're going to get the battery installed now. This could be quite fun actually, because there's not much space, but let's get the battery installed, and then we'll have a look to see the Bluetooth capability of it as well, if it is Bluetooth. Taff, if this is bloody hard work, I ain't inviting you ever again, all right? So these are what we've just had to fit here. I had the same with mine, and these are exactly the same ones. So they're basically just your poles. They just mimic the tops of a lead acid battery. I think they're only about £6 off eBay, and I'll leave a link in the description for anybody that's having the same either with it. But yeah, you can always note, because these are two different sizes, and what you'll always find is that the positive pole is always just slightly bigger than the negative pole, so you can't really get them wrong. And all we've just done is just tighten these with with a torque wrench, not an adjustable spanner.
Okay, works, or does it?
No, it should just remain colour. That should, yeah. If it's green, you know it's all right. But there's, if we have a look in there, there's no green at all.
But you know the
Magic
lights,
eye.
The light switch.
Right, well that's it. It's all sorted. It's all.
Hang on, I've got no water.
Oh, he's got no water.
The light's on.
The lights are on, but we've got no water, he says.
This is a water pump.
We found the problem. An eyelet has come off the earth wire. So he's got an earth bus bar. And I think when he was putting the battery in, I think he was a little bit heavy-handed. But we found the problem. The earth's not secure, so there we go. We've just touched it on the earth cable, and it's oh sorry, just touched it on the earth part of the battery, and it's now working. Van started. Taff's just checking it's charging, and he's got the Victron Blue DC to DC charger in there. Happy to say it is charging. He's just had a look on his Victron app, and it says that it's bulk charging, which is great. For now though, we are going to crack on with some tea. Tonight's choice for tea is something, well, it's something that we had back in when we did the trip with Brendan, wasn't it?
Oh, Fairborn. We love Fairborn.
Do you know what? It was the last night of our trip to Fairborn, probably, it's got to have been 2 years ago now, just over 2 years ago actually, when we camped up on, it was between Bala Lake and Lake Vyrnwy. Beautiful little vista over towards Arunfudwy, and I will link that just up here actually, because that's a really good video if you want like sunsets and wanted to see what we got up to. But we're having tortellini, back with the sauce, plenty of cheese, and we got a pizza to chuck in the oven later. So it's a little bit cold outside for the tortellino, so what we're going to do is transfer it onto here. Let's get it cooked. That's going to be bloody lovely, that is.
Is it, son?
Any tortellini with cheese? Yeah.
How much look into this?
Well, I'll tell you what, folks, that's got a little bit nippy out there now, so I've wanged the diesel heater on, and I'm actually really warm in here. But it's been a good night. It's been nice to catch up with the guys. Apologies for not filming it, and I do apologise if this isn't the greatest of videos, but just trying to get back in the saddle with filming. I'm not liking it as such at the moment, but I'm hoping once we start getting out on some adventures and got something decent to film and whatnot, we should be all right, and we should start making some good content again. But anyway, unless anything shit or good happens, see you lovely lot in the morning. Good night. Guten Morgen, meine OnlyFans. No, that's probably come out wrong. But a very good morning to you. Slept amazing, out like a light by 9:30. Time is 8:15. We're on our second brew already, just banging the world to rights. There's not even anything to report really, and I do apologise if the adventures have sort of slackened off quite a lot, and I know some of you are still only here in the bid that hopefully we get back out in the tent and back out in the hills and whatnot soon, but things have been really hectic lately, mainly work and working into the evenings some nights, getting up early, gone. So if you want to check out the Bluetti or the Bluetti, which you saw in the video earlier on, or if you want to check out the Go Kilowatt battery, there'll be a link in the description. There'll also be a link in the description to a few other little gadgets as well that I take on these adventures with me. If you'd want to go and check them out, you can do. But on that bombshell, we're going to leave it there. Thanks ever so much for watching, and I'll see you on another adventure. Oh yeah, don't forget to subscribe to Adam T Outdoors and also Taffs Destination. Link in the description. Goodbye.